This review is sponsored by Smart Proxy DNS Server. And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's original animated series, Kid Cosmic. I'm very excited to talk about this. It is a sponsored video, so if you want to get a massive discount, 50% off for VPNs, which I'm sure you've heard about it, and DNS proxies, then I'm going to talk about that at the end. But for now, let's jump into the review. A young boy who dreams of becoming a hero stumbles across some cosmic stones of power, and they seem to be real stones of power. Animation series reminds me of Scissor 7 in the animation style a bit. Although this is very much a kid-friendly or family-friendly series. It is AU, so if you're looking for an animated series to watch with your family from young to old, I think they're really going to enjoy this. I, as a 40-year-old man, I know I don't look it right, loved this. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. The first few episodes see our main protagonist Kid Cosmic, learn to deal with the powers. I think that's pretty much the whole story. When these powers are combined, I am Captain Kid Cosmic.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
Who the team are going to be. So we have 5 stones, and each of them has varying powers, and seeing how those powers are used are interesting. And then seeing who the team is, I think that's part of the big fun that this series has to offer, is that they're a weird team. They're not just your normal superhero types. You know, one's a cat that can see into the future.
A cat who can see the future.
Grandfather. You know, as the episodes progress, we get to see how these characters are put together and to save them from what. And that's the main driving plot, is that these aliens from around the planets are very much interested in the power of these stones. And so we have all these aliens. Of course, Earth's forces decide that they want to take the power for themselves. So you have obviously our government, and they start messing with things. Non-spoiler reviews, so that is just kind of the crux, the core of what the storyline is going to do. You can guess pretty much what it's going to do. It's not going to keep you guessing that much until you reach the end, and I'll talk about the ending in a separate video. It has a moral of the story pretty much in every single episode. The kid or the team or one of the other characters will learn something about themselves, what it means to be a leader, what it means to be a friend, what is a friend. With great power comes great responsibility. It's that old thing.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
The ability to give up your power to be the real hero. What does it mean to be a real hero? Do you need powers? All of these themes are thrust in this very fun series. The animation style as well, some of the quirky, very interesting alien designs I thought were a lot of fun. And you get to see how they interact. The fighting itself is not overly the top violent. It's more funny and quirky. It will remind you of other animated series that are on Netflix as well. Even though this is it does have tense moments. I still think it's fine for everybody though. I'd say one of the biggest quivers, so series normally I break down and they're like, how many quivers in their cap do you have, or in their quiver, how many arrows do they have in their quiver? I would say this series has quite a lot, and one of them is the voice acting. The voices just fit for the narrative that you are going for the fun, the inflections of the voice tones that they really are going for. I think they work really well. You can check what they've done previously on IMDb. And I would say that their talent is quite obvious because they just fit really well. I like some of the quirky mechanics of the storyline as well. Sometimes you'll think a joke is going one way, but then it goes another way. Sometimes you think the cat's going to do one thing and it does another thing, or if there's a voice to a certain character that you weren't expecting. Or the development of characters, you know, that typical, that's the bad guy, but is he a bad guy? What does it mean to be a bad guy? You have all of that flowing in this series. It's actually quite a breath of fresh air, this animation series, and it's so nice to have one that you can totally watch with the whole family and not be worried about, you know, is there going to be any blood or violence that's going to be scary for young ones, or swearing. It's none of that. It's just a really wholesome, fun adventure that can take you out of the current climate with COVID-19 COVID-19 or you're locked down, and just enjoy a bit of adventure, you know, with multiple aliens. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a second season, so you can invest yourself in these characters. A lot of fun on the animated style as well. You have two styles combined in one here. You have the animation style of the movement of the characters, and then you have very quirky, stylistic background scenes which hark to where, which works really well to where they're living. You know, it's this town, the population of maximum of 50. That's what it looks like, and it's a town where nothing happens, and then adventure spurts in it. So you can imagine the sort of stylistic drawings. It's very bright, vibrant in color, but I like the amalgamation of the two kind of animation styles that are thrown in together, which is why it reminds me of Scissor 7 a bit.
お前は何者だ俺はこの島の最強何言ってんだ
Thoroughly enjoyed this, giving it a straight up A. Looking forward to the second season. And now for our sponsor. Smart DNS Proxy has two main services. Smart DNS service is automatically routes devices to proper network to unblock the channels on almost any device, including computers, mobiles, media players, etc. It's easy to set up to change DNS to Smart DNS Proxy server, and that's it. There's also a free sign up to their service and test for the DNS service for 2 weeks. There's also their Smart VPN. It's the only VPN solution that combines both VPN and Smart DNS solutions in one. Their Smart VPN service encrypts users' internet traffic and secures them from the government monitoring, hackers, or any other prying eyes. They have over 600 servers, so you're never going to be stuck without a server if you know anything about VPNs. There is also a 50% discount if you want to try it out. Just use the link below with the Ruby Tuesday on the end. You'll see it there. I'm posting a link. Very much in need in this day and age. We need VPNs and smart proxy service because we want to protect our data, and also we live in a world where we're now wanting to grab all these TV series, but sometimes we're just not in the right location. And so if you're able to change your internet saying you live up there but you live over there, then you can actually get access to things that you want to. You might still have to pay for those services, which you should do, but you might be able to watch things that you haven't had before, and I think that is pretty awesome. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this series. Thanks so much for watching this review, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.